Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book Networking Like a Pro and creator of the popular program How to Ethically Attract Higher Paying Clients Without Being Pushy or Salesy. Now, we are continuing our conversation here today on what you can do to ethically attract higher paying clients even when you're stuck at home, because there are a lot of things going on right now. Obviously, we're all in a set of circumstances that, I think it's safe to say that none of us have dealt with before in terms of personally, maybe seen it in the movies, but this one doesn't end with zombies, so it's going to be okay. But obviously, a lot of us are working from home, and as service practitioners, people who are obviously trying to grow their business, the question is, what can I do to gain some more visibility, attract some more clients, be able to do all this even when I'm stuck at home? And one of the things that I would really consider, I was actually talking about this with a client friend of mine, is consider doing a webinar or live stream. All right, now let me unpack that a little bit, because there's in my mind, there's a slight difference. A webinar is what you traditionally hear when you talk about like slides. It's like 45 minutes, maybe to an hour, and you have a bunch of slides that you're going through. And in most webinars, usually the ones that I've done in the past, they do not have a picture of you like coming out, because it's a screen share, right? And you're just doing it that way. Now, a live stream, on the other hand, is almost not the exact opposite, but a live stream is almost like a mini presentation. So for my friend that we were talking to, he's going to do a live stream, okay? And we were talking about having him do like with the whiteboard in the background here. I don't have a whiteboard. I need to get one of those. Like, one of those big standing whiteboards. If you have one, great. If you can order one, maybe I should order one. That's actually a good idea. I should look into that. That's a good idea. I should look into that. Anyway, being able to have like a whiteboard that you can be able to write on, that's what he's going to do. He's going to have a whiteboard. It's going to be 30 minutes. Okay. He's going to make 3 points, and he's just going to kind of play his game on the thing. You got to make sure that you don't give away the farm too much when it comes to that. We'll deep dive maybe a little bit more into exactly, I have some different formats and some different ideas and things like that. But let me go back to the webinar, if you don't mind. Okay. A webinar, what you want to do there is you can have, I was listening to Amy Porterfield. I took her course on this, Webinars That Convert. Very, very good. Highly recommend it. One of the things that she said was that you have to have slides that are going on a pretty regular basis. Okay. So like she wanted to have a conversation about a slide every 30 seconds. That was aggressive for me. I wound up doing like every 45. Even that, man, because otherwise, you can just wind up sticking in one spot. And for most people like listening or watching, that's a challenge. So a webinar, you would have slides. There's also some do's and don'ts with webinars as well. We can deep dive into that. But the point is that what a great way. Everyone's already at home. Everyone's already in their house for most part, at least in the Western part of the world. I was looking at a graph the other day. United States, we're behind everybody, but that's a whole nother story. We will not get into that right now. But other parts of the Western world, UK, Canada, I'm just trying to think, Australia, places like that, the whole EU, they're inside. So you want to be able to go out and do something that can get you out there. The key with either a webinar or a live stream is that you want to make sure that it goes like this. It goes announcement, let's say for some example, webinar, call to action is a discovery call. That's important. And then from that discovery call, you get a client. Sometimes people think they need to have an offer in their webinar. I have not been as successful with that. I just go announcement, webinar, call to action in the webinar is a discovery call. Hey, listen, if you'd like to deep dive on this a little bit more, come on, we can talk, blah, blah, blah. And from that, client. That works like a charm. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's something that you can see yourself doing. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.